So why Sandlot?
It's just my favorite movie. It's definitely the movie I've watched more than anything. I was a baseball player when I was a kid, and then this movie comes out, and it was, I just watched it every single day as a child, and still throw it on a couple times a year as an adult. I just love it, dude.
Do you remember the first time you saw it?
I would have been a little kid. I wouldn't have seen it in theaters. But no, I mean, they just brought the VHS home one day. I can still like picture it. It was like the big clunky, the plastic. It wasn't the sleeve. It was big, huge, open up the book, felt like. And just watched it in the basement with my brother.
Hell yeah.
Every freaking day, dude.
I had a friend's mom. I was at the lake with my buddy, and it was like a rainy day, and she was like, "Oh, y'all should watch The Sandlot." I was like, "I haven't seen The Sandlot." She's like, "You haven't seen The Sandlot?"
That's how I react to it too.
You're killing me, Small.
Yeah, dude. The pretentious movie guy, I am definitely not that at all. Like, I don't consider myself like I love movies, but I'm not like a film buff per se. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, Sandlot? You haven't seen Sandlot? You grew up in America in the 90s? How did you not see it?
What's your most obscure quote from this movie that you say a lot? Do you have one?
The scene where they're getting the baseball back from the beast, and it's like the fourth or fifth attempt, and each one gets wackier and more like technologically advanced, and they've got one of their mom's vacuum cleaners, and it's all piped up and everything, and they've got the great Hambino's catcher's mask on it, and they're hovering it above the ball. This is so funny. I say this to my fiance weekly in any scenario, but he gets it right over the ball, and then the camera cuts to Squints, and he's talking, and Squints goes, "You got it. Pull it up."
You got it. Pull it up.
But any scenario when it's like, she's like turning out in traffic or whatever, hey, you got it. Pull it up. Let's go. Get going, dude. I love you got it. You pull it up. Anytime I'm like exasperated or something, you do the Wendy Peppercorn scene. You're like, every weekend for every summer of my adult life, I just love just oiling and oiling and oiling.
Lotioning.
Yeah, and oiling and lotioning.
I've swum here every summer of my adult life. Every summer, there she is. Lotioning, oiling.
Another one is, it's like if I'm trying to roast a buddy's, like something that they're wearing, like a hat or something. The scene of Benny the Jet.
Why would you ever do that?
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, you got a fireplace at home?
Yeah.
Throw that in there. Yeah, I love that with the big fish hat. God, dude.
You got a fireplace?
Yeah, why?
Throw that hat in there, man.
That's another reason, man, that I just love it, dude, is it's a really, really just sweet movie. They really took care of Smalls.
Yeah.
It resonated with me. Like, Benny the Jet really helped kind of form what I thought a cool guy was.
Yeah.
Because he was the coolest dude. He, like, objectively the most attractive of the young children baseball team.
That's the clip.
Yeah. No, Benny the Jet.
We just got done ranking the kids in order of
hotness. He's definitely one. He looks to be about 16. And I don't know, I was always obsessed with the field itself. Oh,
so
dude.
Classic.
And you could show up to baseball practice and do that impression of Smalls throwing the ball like that, and it would just kill every time.
I love that he showed up in his like Dockers.
Oh, fully dressed like Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, what a crazy dynamic that old Smallsy has at home. A very interesting character arc for Leary in this movie, because they kind of threw him in here as, like, aside from the Beast, really like one of the only bad guys. You had the Tigers, the hoity-toity team or whatever, but there's not a lot of like
conflict.
There's not a ton of conflict other than just the boys
trying to get the baseball.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. But other than that, there's not really a bad guy. But then Dennis Leary is kind of a prick,
Yeah, I mean, he's already like, he seems annoyed of Smalls, like,
yeah,
from the
really
get-go.
Annoyed to have him there. But then it's kind of nice because it's not in some super, super over the top corny way. But by the end of the movie, you're like, Dennis Leary kind of respects Smalls a little bit. Or is at least like down to be a little bit more of a dad than just the guy who's like banging his mom out and made him move to California.
As a guy that's like still single in his late 30s, like if I'm trying to like hook up with someone's mom, I'm not trying to have their kids teach me how to throw a baseball.
Yeah,
you know?
no doubt, but that's part of the game, dude. Nick, you are in stepdad
That's why I'm not. Yeah,
territory.
you're
in stepdad land,
I'm
boy.
in the yard, but I'm not like going in the house.
Yeah.
Like,
He's married though.
Yeah,
He's in it for the long haul.
Yeah,
He's
they moved
locked
out to
in.
California for this,
And like
dude.
they show that in the scene where he's like trying to teach him how to catch.
Yeah.
You know, he's supposed to be working, so I get him being a little annoyed, but he's immediately just like, come on, dude. Like, just keep your eye on the ball. That's
Dude
all the
throws
tips he
in.
gives him.
Yeah, it's insane.
And,
he's just
he's
hurling
like
it at a
off.
kid.
Yeah, he's not even going underhand. He's like,
Hurling it at a kid, just full exposure
and you know, Smalls
therapy.
is like, dude, come on. Like, you think I want to be asking my stepdad to teach me how to throw right now? Like,
know, dude.
I got shit going on in my life too, man. Like,
Also, what a job in like the 1950s or whatever. This guy's just writing on a legal pad. What are you doing?
yeah.
You just like you do a DIY spreadsheet. Also, eye on the ball isn't how you catch it. Eye on the ball.
yeah.
You got to talk about
Benny doesn't even teach him about closing it either. He's just like, let the ball hit
dude,
your hand.
Benny the Jet hit it directly into his glove on purpose. A great moment for a young dude. That
Benny
got me
the Jet
so
is better
hyped.
at hitting the ball from like 100 yards away into a glove than this guy is at throwing it into it. You know?
I know, dude. Well, Benny the Jet ends up being like a
That's
a
true.
professional baseball
Yeah, but
player.
Dennis Leary though.
He's a grown man, dude. You just don't act like this towards a kid, dude. You just don't.
He's got to
So
get back to his
frustrated.
legal path.
Yeah, I know, man. We got to get CPS involved here, dude. Yeah. Well, he caught it. See, that's the thing. He caught it.
All wins.
See, yeah, Benny the Jet hit it into his glove, and Dennis Leary threw it right into his glove, but it was just right in front of
He really
his...
threw it right at his face.
Yeah.
God. And then after he smacks him in the head, just gets smacked with a giant piece of raw meat. That's what he put on his eye.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you not always think that's what you were supposed to do?
After watching this
Yeah.
film, of course, and then my brother and I would do it and like get E. coli in our eyes. You know, mom would come up. My brother and I actually did do it one time. Neither of us had a shiner.
What are you ruining my steak?
We neither of us had a shiner, but no steaks. We didn't have just like a bunch of, porterhouses. We just took a handful of raw, like ground beef, and we're just like icing our knees and like eyes with it and shit. Just so unhealthy.
Beefing up your.
Yeah, just beefing it up, man. It's just like ice. It gets so warm in like 30 seconds. It fascinates me, movies with like a kid ensemble. Like most of the actors in this movies are children, and there's a lot of overlap between this movie and the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, Benny's on that one.
Benny's in that one. I think Hambino's in that one.
Is him?
Kenny the Heater, the pitcher, is in Mighty Ducks.
Yep.
I don't know if the Hambino's in.
Hambino was in Little Big.
He's in the Big Green.
Yeah, the Big Green.
Hell yeah, the soccer movie.
Yeah.
That movie rocks. That movie rocks.
I just remember him on the cover.
Yeah,
The soccer ball's like between his legs.
Yeah, yes, dude. That guy has managed to like keep himself somewhat
Patrick
relevant.
Reyna.
Yeah, I mean he's
I'm
like,
a big fan. He's big on TikTok.
Yeah, none of it seems like
Shout out.
too cringy or like coerced. He's like a dad who's like he could always remain relevant at like cons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Get him a couple gigs a year to like keep the mortgage paid or whatever. But I like his presence online. He's just a dad.
I'm a fan.
There's
Yeah,
a
me
video
too.
that Nick sent me that was hilarious. Where it was, I think, a reunion for the Sandlot cast.
Yeah.
And he was going around going, "Does my collar smell weird?"
Yeah.
And he would lean in to smell it, and he'd.
No, it's hard to not like him, and it's so crazy. God, that guy, Patrick Reyna. You want to talk about a look? I mean,
man.
he is. I know that's how aging works, but he looks exactly the same but bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, he is forever the great Hambino.
Oh, you! I didn't see it coming. Oh God.
Oh, that's another quote that I'll do a lot is somebody messes something up or commits a party foul or something. You just go, great, Porter. Now we can't play anymore. I mean, that scene itself is so funny when he just drops a bomb and everyone's like, fuck you. And he's like, fuck you. Dancing around. Everyone's throwing their gloves at him and stuff.
That's how you do it, Mom.
Ham, you idiot. Now we can't play no more.
Great, you idiot. It was a heater. Stupid idiot. Blow it outside, just like I like it.
This last time we were watching it cracked me up whenever, after the vacuum explodes and that kid walks up, he's just covered in dust, just like Bugs Bunny or something. He's just like, we've been approaching this all wrong.
It's like little kids acting like, that's like a war scene. You know, that's like Band of Brothers. He comes, he's all covered in dust. We've been approaching this all wrong.
We've been going about this all wrong. I blame myself.
Dude, Smalls does such a good job of being such a bitch. God, that hat is just brutal, dude.
One of the first things we got you.
Oh, no shit. I forgot about this part. Oh, my God. No, dude, get out of here. You got a fireplace? Throw that in there, dude. What a lid. Oh, my God. Thank you.
Tried to find the long bill version. Just see, it's impossible to find the long.
Killer hat,
It's
though.
yeah, the hat as a hat.
Oh my God.
It's solid.
Catch this on a stage coming to you soon. Hell yeah. You got a fireplace, dude? Throw that in there. Oh my God. And this is from the Mean Stepdad, right? I think that, or maybe
I
it was
think that's
from
from
his
his real dad.
His real father.
Yeah,
Did he pass away?
they don't ever really talk about
really,
it. Right?
really, because
I imagine so.
back in this era of time, guys, this is so sick. But back in it's crazy. Back in this era of time, people didn't really get divorced. Like this time in
think he
America.
probably died.
He probably died, but it's a kids movie and they didn't want to just like start it off Bambi style with like a dead parent. Who knows? I don't know. I assume that Mr. Smalls is dead. Right? There he goes. Come on, man. Oh, no, he runs
goodness.
it all the way in.
Did you ever do that in baseball? Run it all the way in?
Man, you know what's really crazy? You know what the yips are?
Yeah.
Dude, I got them bad. I've never really talked about this, but I was like a good high school baseball player, like well above average. I was good. I was getting recruited pretty heavy. Ooh. I could have walked on as a preferred walk-on at like a couple D1 schools. I was a good base. I was a catcher. I could hit, good arm. And then about halfway through my junior year, dude, I got the real yips and couldn't throw the ball back to the pitcher.
Dang.
I could throw the ball down to second base from a knee, pop to pop. So like pop of my mitt, pop of their mitt, pop to pop in like 1.9 seconds. Had a fucking hose, dude. I think Major League average was like 1.6, 1.7. I had a hose.
Damn.
And I couldn't throw the ball back to the pitcher, dude. Like, it was crazy. I'd catch it and I'd be in the squat or whatever and I'd just be like, and I'd get down on a knee and I'd kind of go like that. And dude, sometimes it would take like it was one of the worst things that's ever fucking happened to me, dude.
Did you like just play through it?
Played through it and then ended up like DHing, and then I was gonna play in college and I went to Northern Kentucky University as a right fielder. Like I never really conquered it. I mean, I got through it in my high school career. I would end up kind of almost sometimes if it was a really bad game. I don't know what was going on in my head, but I would damn near smalls it back to the pitcher. Like I'd stand up and just kind of like keep walking and be like, I mean, I don't know. Never really got to the bottom of it.
That happened to like Chuck Knobloch when he played
Happened
for the
to-
Yankees.
it
He
happens
couldn't
to
throw
people.
it to first base.
I know, and he was one of the best second basemen in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The yips was a brutal thing, but I don't know. It's so fun. I guess I did just kind of get through it, and then it was one of those things that I just pushed away, never really thought about. And I think about it every now and again. Sometimes I freak out and think about getting like the comedy yips.
Yeah.
Or just like the yips in another form of my life. You
Can't
know?
like take the microphone out of the stand.
Or just like walk out and be like,
Yeah, just that one of no words come out.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I know that that's kind of that's a ridiculous fear. I'll never let that happen. But
It's not a ridiculous fear from someone that couldn't throw it back to the pitcher.
I know, man.
No,
I know.
I think it's more like a bad dream.
Yeah. It is, man. This movie, every time I watch it, I sit there and cry. There's like 5 or 6 scenes in this scene that'll make me well up.
Are you gonna cry in front of us?
I might.
What scenes make you cry?
Oh man, really, that one that we just saw right there is so nice. Do you got to give him a hat, giving him a glove, and then Smalls, who was just like so dejected and hated his life and was scared and was in California and didn't have any friends, and boom, he's just locked in. He's got an entire baseball team. The coolest kid is nice to him. And when he's like, oh my God, thank you. And he runs back inside. Then you think about like how relieved his mom is, you know? Yeah. She's like, oh my God, my baby is fine. It's like, I didn't ruin his life by coming out to California. And I love that scene. Oh, here we go. Classic. Dude, he's called a shot. And I love that editing right there where he
there's no way
just fouled it off to the right side, and then it just carries 250 feet, dude. You know that the boys took a lot of liberties in beating the shit out of him. Yeah. Like, how many takes did they get where he caught a real
yeah.
And they were like,
yeah, like there's some heat coming behind some of those gloves being tossed.
It must have been so fun to make that movie.
Oh. I bet it felt like summer camp.
Yeah, you're a kid. You're playing baseball. You're running around.
Well, it made me think a little bit about Stranger Things too. Just as far as a young cast that get to like just be friends and hang out and goof off.
Well, and they're still friends to this day. Like you see a lot of them.
Yeah,
like
they're kissing cheeks and having a good time.
100%. And you know what's kind of pure about this is that like the child star thing, we know how it ends. And I think that there were a couple unfortunate. I actually think Smalls has fallen on really hard times. The actor who played Smalls. Yeah. But other than that, these kids, a bunch of them, it's like their only movie. Maybe they did like Mighty Ducks 4 or something too. But it's like they didn't. Like the Stranger Things kids, everything was different from that.
They got
like,
too big.
They got 2 million followers on Instagram when they were like 11 years old. Now they're all like venture capitalists and shit, and like own restaurants. It's like everything is way different. I'm not saying it's necessarily bad, but this was pure because they just like went back to just being kids. I mean, this scene right here, dude. S'mores, s'more of what?
I think that's the most quotable line.
S'more what?
Yeah, s'more what? Just,
first, you take the mallow.
I mean, just a brilliant joke.
It's perfect.
But it is funny because his delivery on "You're killing me, Smalls" is so much different than I thought it would be. Because I've heard more people quote that "You're killing me, Smalls."
Yeah, exactly.
And like the way he says it is almost like I don't know. It's almost like, oh, I thought he said it with 100%. More energy.
Yeah,
it's just
no
doubt.
Like you're
killing me, Smalls.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it gets so much more juice on it when somebody says it out in the world. That's very true. But in everyone's head, it's like, God, you're killing me, Smalls. Yeah. And it's just not that. It's not that at all. It's so kind of exasperating. He like gives up on him. He's like, dude, you are killing me, Smalls. It's way more chill.
Hey, you want a s'more? S'more what? No, you want a s'more. I haven't had anything yet, so how can I have some more of nothing? Shut up! You're killing me, Smalls.
Squint Palidorus's uncle or whatever he says, grandfather.
Worrell.
Perfectly cast. They look, it looks like Squints with a mustache.
No doubt, dude, for sure. And I mean, this cut scene where it goes back in time, the origins of the beast, kind of scary, low-key terrifying. I'm like, oh shit, there's stakes in this game now. That thing is a killer dog.
But again, such a little kid thing to like make something...
Yeah,
huge,
of course,
larger than life.
It makes me think of Home Alone with him in the
the furnace.
Yeah,
absolutely, same vehicle, no doubt, same exact vehicle.
Lee, we're going to play our first ever Movie Ruiners game.
Oh, let's go! Let's play.
I'm going to see how many it takes you to identify what this is from.
what this is from.
Just say stop when you recognize what this is from.
Pope of Father, Satan escapes from hell. This is... UFO made me miss out. This is Men in Black.
Yep.
Yeah, this is Men in Black. That is Aliens.
They're all Men in Black. This is the tabloids from Men in Black.
Yeah, there we go.
He's going
Men in Black.
On multiple times you've tweeted about how awesome you think Men in Black is as well.
Rocks, dude. These are all the tabloids from
that's
the
where
Men
they
in
would
Black
go
movies,
and pick up their stories in the you remember in the beginning where he's going through
And
the
they're flicking
tabloids
through.
and at the end.
These are the hot sheets. Best investigator reporting on the planet. Go ahead, read the New York Times if you want to. They get lucky sometimes. Thanks, Manny.
Cannot believe you're looking for tips in the supermarket tabloids.
Not looking for. Found.
Dude, what a score that is. Pope of Father. Man, yeah, that was almost my movie, was Men in Black.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love that movie too. Yeah, I'm a huge Alien guy.
Oh,
Always have.
so Aliens was the star for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess kind of it started me being like really into aliens and UFOs and stuff. It was so cool. You're like, oh yeah, Michael Jackson is an alien, maybe. You know, when you're a little kid. Dang, guys, that is crazy.
I feel like Charlie Sheen was on that board too. Maybe not.
Yes, he was.
Was he?
Charlie Sheen was. Yao Ming, Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh,
Yeah, but like Barbara Streisand. A ton of people.
Yeah.
Everyone is in there.
I think the best scene in the Men in Black, probably the whole franchise, though, is just him when he's. Well, I guess there's two scenes, but when Jay's going in there and trying out for the team, like when he moves the table.
Yeah.
Want to get down on this?
And when he shoots the little girl.
What a bit, yeah.
Those are just
Exactly.
incredible.
There's a little girl in here,
Yeah.
man, and she ain't scared at all. She's just sitting there doing double dutch.
Look at those
Quantum
books.
physics? Those books are way too advanced for a girl.
That's
Right.
hilarious.
And I saw little Tiffany. I'm thinking, 8-year-old white girl, middle of the ghetto, bunch of monsters, this time of night with quantum physics books. She about to start some shit, Zed. She's about 8 years old. Those books are way too advanced for her. If you ask me, I say she's up to something.
What is a girl doing in this neighborhood at night? Read quantum physics.
God
books.
just hit such a nerve for the little kid who just wanted to be cool when Jay, they officially make him a Men in Black, and he opts out and he puts the glasses on. He looks at Kay and he goes, "You know the difference between me and you, Kay? I make this look good." I'm like, God, you're the coolest man alive. Dude.
Did you ever put on sunglasses and say that?
100%.
All the time. All the time.
100%.
You know what the difference is between you and me? I make this look good.
Going to the damn pool with your boys. I don't know, if this movie came out today, people would definitely say that Squints sexually assaulted.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he did.
He did.
What's hilarious though is everyone's like, legend.
Yeah. You are the man.
Squint Baldorus looked a little taller that day.
They did such a good job of wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Like with like where they all ended up and everything. The funniest shit in the world is that he ends up married
to her.
He has like 10 kids. So it's like they really get away with the
real
sexual
message
assault.
from this is shoot your shot, baby.
Shoot your damn shot. Absolutely, dude. Fake your own death to meet your future wife. The Squints Palladorus way.
I don't know if you see that the pool has like kind of like a gutter going around it.
For sure.
Dude, we used to have a pool like that and we played gutter ball where you just launch
yeah.
a ball from
the little soft ball
Yeah,
that like
yeah.
soaks up the water.
And if you had to get it in the gutter and that was a point.
We played gutter ball as
Much
well.
fun.
Hell yeah. Gutter
I mean,
ball.
dude, we'd play for hours.
It sucks that you
course.
like, can't play it now. There's like
Yeah,
no pool.
no pools have it
Yeah,
anymore.
and you can't play gutter ball in an infinity pool.
What the hell?
Just throw it off. What the hell, man?
I'm losing so
Kids
many
these
tennis-
days. These kids these days.
They don't even know about gutter ball.
Damn, you really brought up a good point. Oh, shoot. Oh, boy. Yeah. Y'all want to break this thing open?
I think I'm gonna have to explain that one a little bit.
Yeah, that is wild. Yeah, what's the rationale behind this guy?
You have a connection to Cocaine Bear, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Amen. Damn, you heard that? That's a deep cut, boy. That is a deep cut.
What if he was just like, I know you're a man that likes blow.
You did a lot of research on you. You're apparently addicted to cocaine.
Oh my God, dude. That is so sick. I'm not to re-gift, but I'm going to give this to my mom for Christmas because that is kind of my connection.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, so the Cocaine Bear, like it's called the Bluegrass Conspiracy. It was run out of Lexington, Kentucky. And they'd go back and forth from Lexington to Florida to Columbia, Columbia to Florida to Lexington. And they would throw the coke like out of a plane or a guy. I mean, that's what happened in Cocaine Bear. Guy jumped out of an airplane strapped with all this coke and cash. Parachute doesn't deploy. He craters into an earth. And then we get a kind of ripping movie. So absurd. It was such an absurd movie. But my mom hung out with the dudes. They lived like one street over from my grandparents' house.
Hung out, like partied with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the book. Yeah.
Okay,
She's in the book is like one of those like unnamed,
awesome,
underage. Yeah. She's a wild one. But dude, this is so fucking dope.
Even in your stand-up special, you're talking about like your mom having Xanax in the old like
in the
file
film canister.
Film canister. And I was just sitting there being like, well, at first I was like, all right, so his mom was a nurse that's got pills. He's from Kentucky. He's like JD Vance. Yeah. And then I was like, I just think this is a lot of people from Kentucky.
Yeah, no, you just described a lot of people from Kentucky. Dude, she is going to shit her britches over this, man. So obviously, like, this is made, or you didn't like get this made.
No.
What did you do? What did you search?
No, I just looking at cocaine stuff. And,
Ended
a
up
lot
on
of
some sort of
cocaine.
list. Dude, I can't believe that, guys. That's so sick.
I was gonna ask too. I mean, it's a Christmas ornament, so I wanted to ask as well. How did you find out Santa Claus wasn't real?
Oh my God, bro. That was a tough one.
I just saw a lot of trauma flooding back.
Yeah, so funny. I can't remember.
All of a sudden he just smashes it and does the cocaine.
I do a joke about that's so funny. I didn't know if you had like heard me do that joke or whatever. I do a joke about it like this time of year. That's a good call. I'll bust it out. But
when did you start doing that joke?
Like just last Christmas.
We've been asking this question for years.
That's fascinating, dude. That's so funny. I really bought into it, man. Like, I wanted to believe so much. I was a really, like, whimsical, magical kid. Mm-hmm. I still kind of am. Like, I want to believe in everything. And so I was, like, 9 or 10 years old. My little brother, this fascinating individual, he'd found out when he was, like, 4 that it wasn't real. But there's this famous story in my family where he went to my mom and dad as like a kid, like speech and like little kid, and was like, I know that Santa's not real. I get it. There's no way it's real. But then the line is that he goes, but just don't tell Lee. He's like, don't tell Lee. Don't let Lee in on this shit. And then I actually found out at school, like in 5th grade, way too young of way too maybe old of a kid to remember. But I went to school, and then this kid, Matt Bagley, just wasn't in like a callous way. It's not like he came up and was like, Lee still believes in Santa Claus, I'm going to bust his bubble. It was more so in a way that he was like, we're all men here. There's no way Lee believes in Santa Claus. So he was like, he just broke the news to me.
Hey,
and I'm like,
your W-2?
Yeah, dude. And I remember, dude, being so like truly heartbroken, but then in the moment also being like, of course. It was like this big bubble pop, and I remember like trying. Yeah, it's too good to be true, and I remember like wanting to cry, but not like fighting back the tears because I'm around all these guys at the lunch table or whatever, and I was just like, oh yeah, dude, Santa's not real, man. I know that. I definitely know that. Just chug a chocolate milk.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Anyway, man. Yeah, dude. It's so funny. But the joke is that it was like my first conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was just like, you got to follow the money, man. Like, yeah, whose lap did I sit in? I'll sit on at the mall. You know, who is that? Who is that guy?
Got to follow the cookie
follow
crumbs.
the cookie crumbs, man. Exactly. Red noses don't melt steel beams, dude. Yeah, it was my first thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then that's how I do it in the joke. Is I was like, yeah, and that was at the very beginning of the school year of 5th grade, which would have been early September of 2001. So when 9/11 happened, I was like, there's no way that's real. There's no way that's real.
They're trying to pull another fast one on me.
Last week, I just found out about the whole Santa thing, man. There's no way, dude. I'm not buying that. I'm no dummy. Damn. So you found out in a similar way at school?
Oh yeah, mine was brutal. I'll make it quick because we've told this a few times. But yeah, I found out by my teacher. My teacher goes, "Hey, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow because Santa has to do some Christmas shopping." And
how old were you?
I'm just in 5th grade. Fifth
yeah.
grade, and I'm just kind of like,
damn, this bitch is Santa?
What was that? I was like, nah. And then she asked the class, "Hey, raise your hand if you believe in Santa Claus, everybody." And I'm just like, yeah, of course.
Were you the only one?
Me and a really weird, like, hippie girl type thing that was just kind of like, well, I believe in the idea of Santa.
Yeah.
You know, that it just brings Christmas cheer to everybody around the holiday seasons, right? Reed, what about you? What do you believe? I was just like, yeah.
I believe it's a guy with magic reindeer and a giant beard from the North Pole who gives presents to every kid in the world.
I think he's like
Tim
Allen in the Santa Claus.
Yeah. Oh my!
I believe in Tim Allen,
buddy. That's so.
She
tough.
told me, and I was like,
yeah. That's kind of a wild move for a teacher to rip.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh man,
that's wild, bro.
Yeah. So I was really sad.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah. And then it was one of those things where I just kind of like you. I was just like, oh yeah, totally.
You're embarrassed.
I knew that too. It was just like the spirit thing, and you're just trying not to cry the whole way home. And I remember that Christmas just being so pissed and being like, "Thanks, mom and dad."
It's an inside job. It is a weird thing, and like I can't wait to have kids, but I am like really torn on what to do about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like it is so fun and whimsical and everything, but then it is just like it's a way to let your kids know that the whole world is going to lie to you.
I think the way you should do it is just give them every gift, like blow out Christmases for like the first 7 years of their life. Then the 8th one, just nothing but coal.
Yeah.
And then they just get upset.
They hate Santa.
Hey, don't worry. Santa Claus is fake.
That's great. You should write a parenting
no more
book.
gifts.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
It was never real.
Santa Claus is fake.
Yeah. You had a good run, buddy, but welcome to the real world.
Your whole life was a lie.
Grow the fuck up.
Dude, that rocks.
Roy Scovel was just talking about the same thing where he's like, I tell him, of course we want to tell my daughter about Santa and her get to experience the magic of it. But then there becomes a point in time where she's like, you've been lying to me for 10 years.
Yeah, the deceit, the absolute deceit. And then, I come home and I'm just like, Santa? And they're like, Lee, dude, Lee, you thought he could go to every house? I'm like, well, yeah. Yeah, it just really just pulled the sheet out from underneath me, dude. It's wild.
I didn't notice this to this time. The funniest thing about Squid's drowning is he's holding his glasses the whole time.
Yeah, and kicking up.
Throughout. Never loses his glasses.
Damn, that's really funny.
He's still right now.
Fully smiling.
Yeah.
So hyped that he can't. I wonder how many takes this took. Because
right now he probably has a boner too,
God. Oh, for sure.
They're just having to edit around.
Yeah. You notice they stopped doing above shots.
Yeah. The face that he's about to make, me and my fiance called this squintsing.
Squintsing.
So I'll walk in every now and again, and she'll hit me with a like the chin pulled way back. If you're really really excited about something, you hit a squints, dude. Squint. God, he looks like a dead.
That chin is so pulled back, dude.
That's called hitting a squints.
That's incredible.
Yeah, man. Oh, grab her head, dude.
Oh man, he's in deep shit.
Yeah, dude. Look, and everyone, this scene's so great. This scene's so great. And makes it even funnier that they end up getting married. Because, yeah.
But getting kicked out of anything with your boys always, like, even if
so
it's a bar.
great. What a rush.
What a great, that's always fun.
But especially a kid. Like getting kicked out of a pool. I mean, I've been kicked out of several pools.
Kicked out of a
with
place
my
for
boys.
sexual assault.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
guys.
Just hitting a little essay. Did you plan that? I've been planning it for years, dude. Of course I did. I've been planning it for years.
Did you plan that? Of course I did. Been planning it for years. You guys didn't plan that. He knew what he was doing.
Speaking of Kentucky.
Oh, go Cats. What do we got here? Oh, let's go.
Little Kentucky golf towel.
Dude.
Now you've been golfing a good bit. You got any
Dude,
like fun golf stories
this is
from the road?
gigantic. Oh, man. I was golfing in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Couple months ago, buddy of mine, we had a tee time. I was still living up there.
Is that where y'all have that golf course where you just hit in the water, or it's like a driving
range where you just hit it into the water, all the balls float.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all the balls float.
I'd seen like Rand
Classic
posted-
Fort Rand. Zach's been there. A lot of anytime a comic's in town and we want to go golfing, we go there. It's very low stakes. No one works there. It's open 24 hours a day.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. You could like bring a cooler and have a damn party there.
It's
awesome. But I was playing with a buddy of mine, another comic, Spencer DeMulkey, and it was 8:30 in the morning on a Tuesday, and we got paired with this random guy. Me and Spencer drive, both managed to hit the fairway somehow, and then we see this dude like rolling up the center of the fairway coming back towards us in a cart. And we're like, huh. And he gets up to us and he's like, hey, what's up, boys? How you go? He's got this crazy energy. He's like, what's up, boys? There's 2 groups of 4 old guys in front of us walking. Do you mind if I just join up with you? What do you say we become a threesome, huh? Become friends? And we're like, sure, man. Yeah. Welcome to 8:30 on a Tuesday. And this dude just throws a ball on the ground, no tee, 2-iron. Big left-handed dude, stripes it with a little butter cut about 290 yards down the center of the fairway. I'm like, this guy's the dog. Big 6'5", young kid, real muscly. And we get down to the first green, and my buddy's putting, and then he kind of looks over at me and kind of whispers, he's like, hey, man, not to make you uncomfortable, but I like to do cocaine on my days off. And I'm like, yo, no judgment, brother. Do your thing. You know, I was like, go for it. On his days off. It's 8:30 on a Tuesday. Over the course of the day, he does a bump every other tee box. Ooh. A couple bumps every other tee box. So he does 9 little sessions, probably takes 30 key bumps of coke. We smoke like 5 or 6 big old bowls. He's ripping Zins and smoking cigs. At the turn, he gets 5 tall boy White Claws, houses them all.
Damn.
He has a cigarette in his mouth the entire time. Doing cocaine, smoking weed. He gets so fucked up, shot a 73.
Holy shit.
It's the best I've ever seen anyone play. I don't even know how he was standing. He was so unbelievably obliterated. And then just shot a one under on the back. 8 pars in a row, birdies the last hole.
Swing lube.
Yeah, dude.
I really wish this story had an ending like those stories where it's like, and that was Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
it was some guy whose legal name was Brogan.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name was Brogan, dude. I was like, so what do you do for a living? He's like, I used to be a pro at a country club, and then I just wanted my weekends back. I was like, I'm pretty sure you wanted to do cocaine and they didn't want you to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a disagreement with management where
Brogan's
they didn't
just
want you
this
to
guy
do that.
grown up.
Oh my God, dude, the Tigers.
I love that before the game they have to have a roast battle.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and I mean, this scene right here, as a catcher, as growing up and being a catcher as a baseball player, this scene really frames you. Because, I mean, you got to talk a little shit, you know? Hey, is that your sister out in right field?
What's the craziest thing
naked
you've ever said to a player batting?
Oh, man. I would do the psychological warfare where I would just, like, be really, really nice to him.
Yeah.
They'd come in, I'd be like, hey, what's up, brother? Let's get you a hit this first at bat, huh? We're going to give you a fastball right down the cock. And then would call a fastball and just right there. Like, did you just tell me what pitch was about to come? Like, dude, I'm cheering for you, man.
You'll get this next
Come
one.
on, dude. We're about to hit you with a changeup, dude. And then come back with a fast. It was very fun. I loved it. I would talk to the umpires all day long. I would just talk my ass off the whole time. Hey, Blue, how you doing today? Hey, don't worry about it. The ball's not going to touch you today. You just take good care of us, right? You know? blah, blah, blah. I do remember hating the Tigers, but then kind of hating myself because, you know, I played.
Yeah, they're the establishment.
They're the Little League team, you know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't play in the Sandlot. The way that they do this, where they take the double bubble and flatten it out and then put the chaw in it and then wrap the double bubble around it, that's the first time that I ever tried chaw like that.
Did you have a bad, like, first dipping experience?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
think everybody does.
I was like 13. No. How old I was going into 8th grade.
Okay.
So I was like 12 or 13. And me and my buddy Ryan Wagner, shout out Ryan. Last day of summer for 8th grade, and we go out to the woods to like become men or whatever. We got a bottle of Corona, a water bottle with probably like that much tequila in it, one cigarette, a Black and Mild, and a can of dip. So we split the beer, and we're both just like, woo, we're out there fishing. And then we throw the dip in there. And the dip, oh my God, it messed me up so bad, dude. I was sitting there, and we were fishing, and I was so spun off the skull that I cast my line and just fully let go of the fishing pole and just launched my buddy's fishing pole like 15 feet into a deep creek, just threw my fishing pole, and we just kind of looked at each other and laughed. But yeah, I was completely spun off nicotine, dude. It's been a long battle with me and the old nicotine, dude. Love it. I mean, I've thrown in 3 of these little Zins since we've been doing this. That scene right there, me and my brother would laugh so hard when it cuts to the kid in the glasses and he's just going.
That's the kid that is like, and he disappeared in the 60s.
A little,
Bertram got really into the 60s.
Yeah.
And no one ever saw him again.
That's so funny.
That's my favorite, like, end quote.
They had to include one of those in there. I'm surprised. I wonder if any of them went to Vietnam or anything like that.
Yeah, it might have been Bertram. Or no, it would be the guy who said
he would have been
comes out in
Dodger.
Yeah, no doubt. It's the guy. It's the kid who comes out in the covered in dust and goes, "We've been approaching this all wrong."
Yeah.
No, that guy went to Vietnam.
Yeah, he's like a captain.
yeah. Actually, it was General George S. Patton.
He's got war experience.
Yeah, dude. And look, now he's just dipping on him. You're the man of the house, understand? See, this is where he kind of comes around.
You can throw ball now, so my job's done.
Yeah, what if his first dad just left him? So he's like, yeah, I've had this conversation before.
Yeah. Play it to me straight. I know, Santa's bullshit.
but he's also coming around here a little bit.
Yeah.
Coming around a little bit where he's like, hey, but he shook his hand. It's a little pretentious.
Do you think it's because he's like, my kid's a little cooler. I'm going to be a little cooler.
Maybe. He's like, this kid's playing baseball.
Yeah,
I'll throw catch with him now that he's not
he's friends with that Benny the Jet guy?
Man, that Benny kid is cool.
Maybe he's nice to my stepson. I'll hang out with the Jet. That's so awesome. Damn, watching this scene on mute's kind of epic. Yeah. Crack of the bat.
Boom.
You can read it on its way out, dude. Rip the cover off of it, dude. And it was a routine pop fly, which is funny. But if you rip the cover off of a ball, you would figure that it would go 300 feet over the fence.
Yeah, that's odd.
We think that would almost kill it, though.
Maybe the ball,
Maybe, for sure. It just kind of flops out in the air then.
Yeah, either way, you're out, Benny.
Yeah, exactly. It's a can of corn, brother. All it means is that we can't play no more. Look at him, a humble hero.
He's almost like borderline, like needs like some like antidepressants, though.
Yeah, for sure. He's got some real.
It's just 12. I just ruined the whole.
His home life is awful. Whatever.
Gotta figure it's tough.
Yeah,
dude. We never find out what Benny the Jet's home life is.
What's he running from?
It is so funny, just how short-lived his happiness is right here.
Taught him everything. I know.
Like,
then
he didn't get the second.
He realizes it. He didn't even get the second base. He clobbered it.
Hell's he do?
Yeah, there's a little tiny cuss, that's fun. Oh, he's so bummed. He fucked up so big time.
That's a big cuss for this movie.
Yeah. He starts trying to go, guys, I completely fucked up. Sandlot unrated. Yeah. My stepdad's gonna fucking kill me, dude. He's a dick, man. I'm pretty sure he hits my mom. Oh, dude.
Southern Sandlot. That's all it is.
Yeah, Alabama Sandlot. Kenny, get the hell out of here, man. What are you doing here? What we got here? Hit it. What is this? Oh, no, dude. Oh, my God. This is horrific. With the legs, dude. Oh, my God. This is incredible. True story, man. Jim Varney, Lexington legend, dude. Oh my God. Is Ernest, what Ernest movie? Yeah. Classic. Ernest goes to jail. He should. He should.
That's what you get for my mom.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Yeah. Ernest P. Worrell, Jim Varney went to Lafayette High School in Lexington, Kentucky. Same high school as my mom. And they dated for a long time. Oh my God, dude. Ernest Fuxley's mom. The worst one they made. Only available in Redbox.
Yeah, that. I don't know why they decided to bump it up to an R rating. It was always PG.
Oh my God, dude. She's gonna die. She's gonna love that. Oh my God, you guys.
I got her 2 Christmas gifts.
I don't know if I have it in me to give her this. I'm gonna show her this, but I don't need her. Oh my God, dude, this is amazing. How did you?
Just some Photoshop.
Oh my God.
Just figuring some stuff out. What's funny is in the original photo, he's holding a spoon like he's breaking out of prison. I tried so hard to keep the spoon in there.
Ernest's a freak, dude. Ernest is a freak. Oh my God. Thank you for that. That's incredible, dude.
Well, that's just so funny. Because, Ernest's always been just a childhood figure, just like a wholesome guy. And just to know he has a sexual side.
Yeah.
You ever think about Slinky Dog needing to plow?
Dude, that was one of my first jokes that I ever wrote that worked.
Really?
Yeah, and it's so weird. It is like this kind of oddly timeless reference. Like people know it. If I'm if I'm doing some like Don't Tell or show where everybody in the room was like born in 2000, then it may be not as much. Mm-hmm. But like it is a reference that hits, especially in the South, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We love Ernest.
Yeah. Y'all know Ernest. Everyone's
more
like,
Ernest jokes.
Rest in peace. Talk about him some more. Yeah.
You keep going on there. What else?
Yeah.
More Ernest.
Yeah. Dude, he was a fascinating human being. He was like a tortured guy, very tortured guy. I think it happens to a lot of people in the business. He was a Juilliard-trained Shakespearean actor. Like a stage actor. He played in like Othello and all of these like major Broadway productions and was really, really good. And then he got typecast as like a mentally challenged adult and just had to keep doing it.
He had to wear the same costume. He wore that costume like socially.
Well, it's a wild one. I don't think a lot of people know the origin, but he was kind of like Larry the Cable Guy. It was just a character that he would do. He started in commercials and shit.
Oh yeah.
It was like a regional Southern commercial guy. Ernest P. Worrell here to sell you a pickup truck or whatever. And then he would call into radio stations and stuff. And then it just became this very popular thing. And then like 25 movies later, several $1 million, he was Ernest P. Worrell. Voiced the Slinky Dog in the Toy Story movie. Know what I mean, Vern?
Oh, hi, Vern. Is this your piggy bank? Well, I was just going to take this money and put it in First Federal Savings for you, Vern, so your money can make money. Heck, Vern, time don't mean nothing to a pig. Know what I mean?
Jim Varney, God love his soul, he sat down at the Chevy Chase Inn in Lexington, Kentucky. It's an old bar, the oldest bar in Lexington.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
CCI. It rocks. I go there after my shows at Comedy Off Broadway. It's a great old bar, and you used to smoke in it, obviously. And apparently he would just go down there and smoke 2 packs of cigarettes and just drink a bottle on his tab, and was never like crosser. He was very kind to everybody, but just a deep sadness behind his eyes. Isn't that wild?
That is
I know.
sad.
Yeah, Ernest, dude. He should have married my mom. he would have been much happier.
Sounds like it.
Good lady, dude. That is the funniest shit. She is going to die.
Did you ever have a nickname growing up?
Leon.
Leon, that's it. I thought that's your real name.
My name is Lee.
Oh, okay.
My birth certificate is Lee, but Leon feels like my real name. My family called me Hammer. Hammer. When I was born, my mom had a hell of a time. It was like a 25-hour labor or something. And I was stuck in the canal for a little while. So when I came out, my head was all, they said I looked like a hammerhead shark.
Damn.
So my Uncle Phil, rest his soul, called me Hammerhead, which just turned into Hammer.
Do you think that killed in the room when he called you Hammerhead?
Hammer? Maybe. Who knows? I would imagine that they were just glad that I was born and not dead.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. They just start high-fiving.
Yeah. Oh, Hammer, holy shit.
Heard you.
Yeah, the nurse drops me to give him a high five.
His ass back to the ICU.
Yeah. Phil, that was great, dude. Holy shit.
You hear this guy? He's on fire.
Uncle Phil, Uncle Swill, dude. No, but I was Hammer just to like a small group of people, my family. But no, it's just Leon.
What do you think your favorite comedy movie is?
Favorite comedy movie? It would be
Ernest Huxley's Mom.
Yeah, that one. Ernest Huxley's Mom. Probably the best one. Favorite comedy movie? God, there's a couple of them. I mean, I'm 33, so high school was all like the Apatow hitters.
Yeah.
40-Year-Old Virgin, the Anchormans and all that. But there's this one movie called Strange Wilderness. Yeah, Strange Wilderness.
Casey Rocket just brought it up when we asked him this question.
Dude,
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fucking
We
right
just
on.
talked about the guy like
Oh my
tattooing
God!
eyes
Strange
on the
Wilderness
back of
is
his
so
eyes.
funny. The scene where they're doing a nature documentary and it's just a shark, and then he gives the shark the dumbest laugh you've ever heard. And, I mean, they just like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the laugh. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, look at that thing's teeth.
It's like one of Jonah Hill's
Jonah
first
Hill's
project,
outrageous in
and
it.
he's so funny in
He's
that
like a
movie.
Cajun dude.
Yeah. No, I love Strange Wilderness. Me and my brother watched that movie a lot growing up. I would say probably just straight up comedy. Strange Wilderness is like my favorite comedy movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
I just loved it. It's so weird and obscure. It didn't do well at all.
No.
Steve Zahn lives in Lexington.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, Steve Zahn lives in Lexington, Kentucky, so you'll see him out and about.
He rules.
He's so likable.
He rocks, and he's also like a chameleon. He can do anything. I think his strongest set is comedy, but he can be serious. He can do drama. He can do a lot of stuff. Here's just a shameless little plug. If you do like a good indie movie, like super indie, there's a movie that I'm in called Pinus. And it's like a dark comedy. You guys should watch that on YouTube sometime. It's a feature-length indie film. A buddy of mine used his entire fucking COVID stimulus check and went and bought like a camera and a laptop editing stuff, and he made a whole-ass movie.
Damn.
And it's great. It's
That's
funny.
awesome.
Yeah, it's funny. We filmed it in August of 2020.
That would have been so
in
funny
Grand
if
Rapids.
you would have picked that movie.
I considered
If
it.
you'd
I
have been
considered
like,
it.
but didn't tell us you were in it. We're
Yeah.
just watching it like,
I considered it.
are
yeah.
you a lead?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I did a lot of acting. I was up there for a week shooting like 10 hours.
Yeah, I've noticed you've been in a couple of Zach Townsend paid vacations.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
man. Dude, I love it.
You
It's
do a very good, like, I'm disapproving of what
I'm
you're
a good
saying.
straight guy.
Yeah.
I'm a good
very
straight
much.
guy. I've found that's like really my strength. You know, I'm not necessarily gonna be like the zany, loud bringer of laughs. You know, not in an acting sense necessarily. I can play a kind of a good straight. I can go over the top. I'm like a crazy person in Pinus, so I can be like scary. That's fun to do, to like be a psycho. I like that. But yeah, thanks for saying that. I definitely found that that's kind of my niche.
When you and Connor did the skit where he like made his joke.
Oh, the marriage.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, what?
Girls are house.
You're
What?
talking about
Person,
you're talking about a
man.
human being.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa, hey.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Look at you. I heard you're getting married.
You heard right.
Yeah, you got a ball and chain.
Took her off the market.
Yeah, like a house. You're like, I'll buy this one.
Yes, yeah. Took her off the market.
Girls are houses.
Sure, yeah. But I'm happy, man. What about you? You seen anybody?
I got a girlfriend.
Oh, dude, tell me about her.
Well,
That's awesome.
I don't want to buy. I was renting for sure.
Yeah, commitment issues. I get it.
She's a bit of a fixer-upper. You know what I mean? It's a lot of previous tenants, and the front porch is pretty good, but the basement is wrecked.
Still with the houses, like
I'm like, what? Did a big black contractor come in here and just knock out all the walls and?
Well, you're talking about a human being.
No water damage, though. Tell you that much. Bone dry.
Well, man, always good running into you. Yeah. Sounds great, man.
I want to flip the house, but I'm like, I'd throw my back out.
Yeah.
It's big.
Glad you're doing great, man. It's good to see you.
I'm like, I should find a little tiny home, a white tiny home.
Right. Yeah, it's good to see you, man.
We should hang out, though. Shit.
Theo's about to make a movie.
Really?
I don't know if you guys saw that. Theo's about to make a movie with David Spade.
I've
It
heard
just
about that.
they just went public with it. They're gonna start shooting it, I think, in January.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
I hope it's Joe Dirt 3.
Yeah, it feels. What it sounds like. It feels pretty Joe Dirty.
Theo just seems like he could easily play Joe Dirt's son or
They're
something.
bus boys. Spade and Theo are like old bus boys at a restaurant.
That'll be good.
And then hilarity ensues. God, Nick, you look so silly right now. It rules.
No, it's great.
What's funny about Reed's outfit is that like Squints kind of dressed hip. You look deeply autistic.
Yeah, you look like you got Pokemon cards in your back pocket.
No doubt you do. No doubt you do.
You want a Charizard?
Yeah. You've got an entire book of them, dude. Yeah, really an emotional roller coaster to watch this as a kid. Because when we get to the point where the beast is like trapped under the fence or whatever, and you have to be like, oh my God, maybe we make up the monsters in our mind. Like as a little kid.
We're the monster.
Yeah, for real. Maybe our judgment is what's the most monstrous thing of all. 1962, there you go. The official year that this was, 1962.
This movie really would have been so depressing if the ending was just like, and then we all got drafted. Like, that's how it ended. Like
they all vanish off the baseball.
Yeah, it just slowly transitioned into Full Metal Jacket. And, and they're all there. Yeah.
Squints is the Joker.
For sure. Yeah. For sure he would be. Squints has got demons, man.
Sandlot 2, these sands are desert.
Yeah. The sands of time. I use Sandlot 2. I used it as a punchline in an old joke back in the day where I was talking about Redbox DVD machines and how they're really a huge bummer. And the only way that a Redbox machine could be sadder is if those machines accepted change. Like, can you imagine scrounging up quarters to get Sandlot 2? The girls are back in town. Yeah, it is an old joke. Sandlot 2. Bringing them right back to the hood, man. They had a plan all
What
along.
exactly was his plan? What is he thinking right here?
I have no clue.
Because he
what
gets
his
to the
idea-
doghouse and
Yeah.
like he's going to chain them back up or something.
And why just take him all the way around town, wreaking complete havoc. Marvel level havoc, dude, on this small town.
Yeah.
Captain America, just destruction, dude. Also, what an insane
That's
way
terrible.
to... Yeah.
Yeah.
A front
You're an
flip?
athletic dude. Like, you can do better than that.
It also just looks like his plan was to get everyone else to the baseball field, and then he was going to bail on them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You guys are trapped
That's
in the
through the
baseball
fence.
field with the dog.
Yeah, he's Jigsaw. And then Smalls, dude. Smalls, his character arc. He started off as Smalls, the biggest pussy of the whole group. And then he's looking at everybody. His voice is breaking. He's like, come on, guys. We got to help him. We got to help him. Help me.
But yeah, he mans up. I mean,
He mans up, dude.
he's like, look, I don't know what s'mores are, how to throw a baseball, but come
Sure,
on.
sure.
Let's not be dog
My hats are
killers.
weak, but let's not murder this dog.
I'm not Mike Vick, all right, guys.
Help me.
I was surprised they didn't all help him.
I know.
Like, you thought right here, I thought it was going to be the moment, okay, they're all helping or something.
But it was just those two. This scene always got me too. I'm getting the chills right now. Just the thousands of balls. They're finally back there.
That we can play forever.
Yeah, now we can play forever. A misunderstood beast.
It is funny that the dog's like, all right,
guys, enough of this bullshit.
Let bygones be bygones.
Come on, man. I'm as old as you got.
Some shit.
That was a good race.
Yeah. And then rest in peace to
James Earl,
baby.
Yeah, Darth Vader in the flesh.
Also, his storyline is crazy. Got hit in the head with a ball and went blind.
Yeah, I know. They're the kids are just casually there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he played like he could have been one of the best players ever.
I like crowding the plate. A little too much.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that is horrifying.
That's really dark.
Is that
sure?
I guess that can happen.
I'd imagine
this is the only time I've ever heard of it happening.
Yeah, yeah. Both eyes, dude. Both eyes seems like one eye seems possible, but both eyes, damn.
Yeah, what? Like jarred both retinas loose, man. That's a tough day at the yard.
Did he finish the at bat?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he walked it first.
Yeah, no shit. Damn, dude. He knew Babe Ruth.
You're kind of like sitting there as a young kid learning the lesson of like, I should be like cooler to more people.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of good ones.
I might get more signed memorabilia if I'm nicer to old people.
Yeah, maybe you should respect your elders more.
Well, I just meant from a story standpoint too, but like, yeah, the memorabilia would be dope.
But no, I know what you mean. It's human. Like, sometimes you'll learn something about a friend and you're like, wait, what? Like,
you're cool?
I did not know that they did that.
You should always just assume that everyone has got a story that you couldn't even fathom. You know?
Yeah, no, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, you should always assume that people have got their baggage because it's a proper assumption. Everyone does. Mm-hmm. You know, everyone's all fucked up. I mean, not everybody got hit in the head with a baseball and went blind and wasn't able to... you know, go on to break Babe Ruth's record or whatever. But
is this the best baseball movie?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know. There's so many good ones, and they all will.
Yeah, I mean,
bring a tear.
Field of Dreams is up there.
Field of Dreams,
The Natural.
The Natural's really good. Even Angels in the Outfield, I really liked. A League of Their Own.
Have you seen
Bull Durham?
Bull Durham, dude.
Have you seen For the Love of the Game?
Of course.
I was talking about it on the pod recently, and they hadn't watched it.
For the Love of the Game, boy, that's a good one. Moneyball.
I mean, Major League's pretty good too.
Major League, absolutely. I really
Moneyball's so good.
Moneyball's an incredible movie. League of Their Own's up there for me. I think A League of Their Own is so good.
Basketball,
pretty classic. Hell yeah, dude. This scene is gonna kill me. Here's a fun fact. The guy who plays Benny the Jet Rodriguez as an adult is the kid. Yeah, there it is. The kid who played Benny the Jet.
Older brother.
Yeah. So it looks exactly like him because it is his older brother. And that guy's not an actor at all. He just got to do this like at Dodger Stadium.
Dude,
How
that
sick
is awesome.
That? How sick is that?
Yeah, it looks like they shot this during a game.
That guy is
running.
The Benny the Jet actor's brother in real life. Oh, man. Guys, I am covered in goosebumps. Safe. He's safe. I love it.
My God.
Dude, I fucking love it. It's so good. They're still friends. He's wearing the hat. He's giving him the thumbs up from up there. Oh my gosh, dude. This movie ruled so fucking hard.
Picture.
I was about to ask you what the last movie you cried to was, but I think I just saw it.
Yeah, it would be this movie 30 seconds ago. I just love it so much. And I don't know, it's like, it's not too long. It was in that like money spot of movies back in the day where they were just like, here's an hour and 38 minutes. You're going to love it.
No, perfectly.
Every scene's good. It doesn't drag on. It's just they cut it off right there at the end. You know how everybody turned out. It's a happy ending.
No, I love it. Like, I like movies that aren't super focused on the plot. You know, there's more character studies and stuff like that. And that's what, you know, this feels just like a slice of life. Here's a summer.
Some
kid made out with a girl. We got chased by a dog.
We tried tobacco. We grew up at the fair. We're best friends. Yeah, exactly. We all grew. It's a perfect little coming of age tale, man. God, that movie absolutely rocks.
Well, plug your stuff.
Man, thank you guys so much for all of my shit. It's like the coolest thing in the world. Just hit me on Instagram, Leon Kimbrell. I am dipping into the podcast world as well. So you guys shared our thing. I follow the Boy Storm Pod on Instagram. It's on, you know the drill. Anywhere you get a podcast, the Boy Storm, one word. Me, Connor Larson, Kyler Finney.
Great.
It's pretty good. Yeah. It's a really killer dynamic because it's like Connor's even more of a straight guy than I am. Kyler is like this
He's
young,
a little gay.
Yeah. Kyler's this like young kid. He's 23, which is, you forget, pretty fucking young.
Oh yeah.
Like way different than me as far as worldview and everything. And then I'm somewhere kind of in the middle of them. It's a good podcast, Friends of the Pod. So check that out. And just come see a live show. That's please, come see me live. Yeah, you'll see it I got the link tree on my Instagram, all the shit. We're out here trying. The boys are out here trying, dude. So yeah, give us a follow.
I was just thinking the perfect ending for this podcast just needs to be us disappearing one by one.
Yeah. Where do we end up? Yeah, exactly.
Like tossing you something or
throwing
you the remote.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah.
Lee moved back to Kentucky and him and his mom built a shrine to Ernest.
Erected a statue of Ernest in the middle of town, right outside of CCI, dude. He unfortunately later died of a cocaine overdose. Spurned by his gift.
That's a wrap.
Yeah. Cheers, boys. This was awesome, man.
Watching movies till